All right, let's look at particles. Particles can be broken down, and there's different kinds of particles. So one kind of particle is what we've called atoms. Another kind of particle would be molecules. And the third kind of particle would be ions. These are charged particles, cations, which are positively charged, and anions, which are negatively charged. So if we look at this little drawing here, we see that we actually have three particles. We would say that it is three molecules. So those particles are molecules. It is one kind of molecule or one kind of particle. So we would say it is pure because it is one kind of molecule. And because we see different kinds of atoms in this thing, we call this a compound. Because this compound is two different kinds of atom bonded together, or two different elements bonded together. All right, let's go on. Here we would see that this is diatomic. It's two atoms, they're bonded together. It's the same kind of atom. So we would call this an element. This particular element is diatomic, like oxygen or nitrogen or hydrogen. Those are diatomic elements. So these are the diatomic elements. And hydrogen. Those are our 7 diatomic elements. Now this one right here, this is also an element. This is one atom of an element. It's monatomic, because since it's one atom. What we see here, though, if we were to take this entire collection of particles, we would say that this is a mixture. Because there's two kinds of particle. There's the diatomic element and the monatomic element. So it's really a mixture of two different elements. So this is not pure. It's not pure at all, because it's a mixture of two different kinds of particle. All right, if we were to look at this, we could see that this particular particle, again, it's a molecule. This would be diatomic, but it's an element because both of the atoms are the same. Here, both atoms are different, so this would be a compound. So what we have here is a mixture of an element and a compound represented by these drawings. So this is not pure because you have two kinds of particle. We've got this particle, that kind of particle, and that kind of particle. So we have two different substances in this mixture. And if we want to know how many particles we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 total particles. But two kinds of particle. Moving on, here we have, they're all the same. So we have one kind of particle, and again, they're all the same. So this would be a pure substance. It would be a diatomic element. We would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 particles. Again, only one kind of particle. And again, this would be something like nitrogen, which is diatomic. Usually nitrogen is represented as blue. Lastly, here we have, or second to last, we have all these particles are the same, so it's obviously pure. This would be a monatomic element. And we only have one kind of particle. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 particles, but only one kind. All right, and now last, here we have a mixture. This would be a mixture of two monatomic elements. So this is two kinds of particle. This would be an atom, and this would be a different kind of atom. So we have, our particles are atoms. So we would say two kinds of atom, or you could say two different elements, which we've already said. So this is not pure.